Welcome, beautiful people, to the Dawn Kitchen. Guess what, guys? Today we will be doing baked corned beef brisket or roast corned beef brisket. The brisket is the cow, but just a different part of the cow. So guys, let's dive into it. So this scallion, 4 stalks of scallion. This scallion very fine. I already rinsed them and they prepare. 1 onion, already strip. Garlic, 7 cloves. All-purpose, 1 teaspoon. Black peppercorn, 1 teaspoon. Black peppercorn, if you don't know it, once you go to the store, you just look for black peppercorn. It's something like this. See? Black peppercorn. And it's some fine seed. It almost look like pimento seed. Here, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. 1 teaspoon paprika. Also, I will be using a red striped bear. If you don't want to use the bear, you can always use a cup of water. This is a brisket. So the writing, it's the corned beef brisket and thick cut. So when it finished, then you cut, because this is not cut. And this part of the meat is very expensive. This is like $55.48. There's a little package of some seasoning that come with it. When I look, I can see even some pimento seed. I see some black peppercorn. I don't know what the rest is. Okay, so in the first thing we want to do, because this a little bit feeling a little bit slippery on my hand, so we're gonna rinse under cold water. A baking pan. So with the onion, we're just gonna cut our onion. This is the onion. And remember, this beef, it already have salt on it, but it's not the real corned beef that is in the keg. The one in the keg, then you have to soak that properly. You put the garlic, onion, and the scallion in. I'm gonna put the cork on the lid, and we're just gonna place this on the NutriBullet. So this is our onion, scallion, and garlic. And now, beautiful people, you just want to get this from the NutriBullet. Out the scrape it out. And you're just gonna mix your paprika and the cayenne pepper in it. And all purpose. Also, I'm just going to use a pack of Sazon. This adds some more flavor and some color to the corn brisket beef. So now, beautiful people, we finish with this, and you're gonna add it on to your beef brisket. You're just gonna coat it all over. Beautiful people, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to D Dawn Kitchen, and hit that notification bell. So when D Dawn is doing a video, you will be the first one to be notified. Thank you. So now that we finish, put our seasoning on. So guys, after you finish marinating the meat, seasoning the brisket beef, you're gonna cover for 2 hours. It best when you rub the seasoning over it, you put it in the refrigerator and let it marinate overnight. So you know that way all the seasoning will be soaking right inside of it. So you're gonna just cover this and let it marinate for 2 hours. So 2 hours now, beautiful people, since we're marinating our brisket. So the next step, what we will be doing, we will be placing it on the file paper. So now you're gonna place a brisket on the file paper, but you're gonna place the, look for the fat part, the fatty part, because that part will be down in the oven. So it don't have any fat like that, as you can see. We're just gonna place the brisket down, and I'm gonna scrape the rest of my seasoning that I have on top. I want to place my peppercorn, the black peppercorn. I'm just gonna sprinkle on the top. So now that you've finished this, you're gonna wrap with the file paper. And now you're just gonna place it in the baking pan. You're gonna put the red stripe there in. Remember, if you don't want to use a red stripe there, you can use a Guinness, or you can use water. But it's gonna enhance some flavor to your beef. And with the oven already preheated on 250 degrees, we're gonna be putting it in the oven to bake for at least 5 hours. And then we're gonna remove it during that 5 hours. I'll be checking on it, and then you remove the file paper and place it back in the oven for half an hour so it can get some color. So roughly it's 5 hours, 5.5 hours. And how you're gonna know that the brisket is ready is when you use a fork and it goes right through. Then you know that your roast brisket, beef brisket, is ready. So now we're gonna pop this inside of the oven. So we put the bad boy in the oven, and the oven is turned to 250. So beautiful people, I have a little leftover seasoning here. I'm just gonna use this to make some sauce to go along with our roasted beef brisket. So I'll show you how to make the sauce. So I'm just gonna cover this and let it remain because we have 5 hours for our roasted beef to be ready. So I'm just gonna cover this. This is a little seasoning that was left back in the bowl and in the jug. So you're just gonna cover and let it remain, and then I'll show you how to make the sauce to have with our bad boy in the oven. I'll be back. Beautiful people, it's like 4 hours since we have our beef brisket in the oven baking, and you have to ensure that you flip it over. So I'm gonna just remove it from the oven. See, we still have our beer, the juices from the beef brisket. So we're gonna flip it over. You have to ensure you flip it over, and you want to test too to see. You see, my knife is going easy, so easy. So we have like 57 more minutes, and then I'm gonna remove it from the file paper. So ensure you flip it over. So I'm just gonna let it cool and then flip it on the next side. Beautiful people, it's 5 hours, and I'm just gonna remove the beef, the brisket from the oven now and unwrap it from the file paper, and then we move to the next step. Also, I'm gonna increase the temperature to 375. So I'm just gonna remove it from the wrap, let it cool down, and show you what we're doing next. So remember, really turn it over. So I'm just gonna flip it over back before I remove the file paper. So guys, we are looking like this right now. So I'm just gonna glaze. I'm gonna glaze the top now with some of the sauce that I have made before, also with some rice vinegar. I just want to get out some of the juices because it's a lot of juice. It's spring. We don't need all of this. So I'm going to add some garlic powder in the sauce that we have. Probably 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, as you can see. And also the rice cane vinegar. I'm just gonna add like 1 teaspoon. And you just want to mix this up, and I'm gonna put it over on top of the beef. Like 1 more teaspoon of the rice vinegar. This thing already come, you know, with sodium and all of that. So you just want to pour it over. I'm going to sprinkle the rest of seasoning now that I did put down that came with the meat. I'm going to put some more on top. Also some black pepper. Black pepper. If you're cooking for babies, for little kids, you don't have to use the black pepper. And now we're going to pop this back in the oven for our next. The black pepper let me want to cry. So, beautiful people, we're going to put it back in the oven for 1 more hour. So we're going to place this in the oven at 375 degrees for our next hour. Uncovered. So now you remove it uncovered because we need it to get a little color on top and a nice glaze. So 1 hour time, I see beautiful people. So, hey beautiful people, look at this. The brisket corned beef is now baked. It takes roughly 6 hours. Hey beautiful people, looking at it, ain't it looking delicious? Right now, I'm so hungry. I'm waiting 6 hours for this. So guys, please give it a try. You will like it. You will glad you did. Now we're gonna cut in for you to see how the inside is looking. Because I know it's really soft and tender and juicy. So we're gonna cut in now, guys, so you can see. So beautiful people, we're gonna cut now and see. I think let me remove it from the plate. Let me get it on the cutting board. So it cut in so soft and tender, guys. Wow, juicy. It's so moist and tender. Our corned beef. Brisket corned beef, it's ready. If you want, you can have this with some cabbage on the side. So you say cabbage and corned beef, baked potato, bean and rice, whatever you want to have it with, guys, go ahead. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So when D-Don is doing a video, you will be the first one to be notified. Thank you, my beautiful people. Thank you. I love you all. Peace.